kicker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And incomplete to open things up. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Again, it's Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Second down following the incompletion. He'll send Brown in motion right. Here's Mahomes to throw. They complete it to Hill. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A very solid gain of 27. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
On first down, Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. A toss play to Hunt. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing. Wait out. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Cordero Patterson, 46 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 29.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mahomes now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 3rd down. That's Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now back to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run again with Hunt.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All right, now, look at 56. Check.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he's able to put it through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To the left side here for Eifert. 23 yards on the play. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. 52's the line, boy. 52.
Back to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's King. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Fresh set of downs here.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And now here comes Kansas City. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go. Crossing that body. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Caught, Kelsey, left side. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll set up a throw. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. first down. He'll drop to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Justin Houston coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Back now in Cincinnati. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Caught Eifert over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Detroit! Over! All right, now, look at 56. Look.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Set. Green, 39. Green, gone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now, the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green, 39. Philly, here we go. Set. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! No, check, Patriot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 53 yards on the ground. First and goal, defense with their backs against the wall. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there, taking it in. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Rosas now to add the PAT. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Check. 3 down.
They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The slot man in motion right. Now it's Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Over.
Well...